Right now, storms have blown through. A look at some of the damage caused by high winds. President Trump is meeting with Japan's leaders to talk trade. What he had to say about North Korea's missile testing. And today is Memorial Day, how those in our area honored soldiers who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. WSBT 22 News at 11 starts right now.
First, fast, accurate. With Todd Connor and Dane Murray. You're watching WSBT 22 News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Caroline Torrey. Tonight, we are looking at some really truly incredible images that have come in from a lot of our viewers tonight. We have had a lot of severe weather just come through our area in waves. Matt Rudkin has been tracking it really all day and all evening. And Matt, you know, this storm system has been scattered. Some areas are really truly just hit harder than others.
Absolutely. Yep. Good way to put it. So I'm going to focus on one particular area real quick. Here's the coming up on your full forecast in just a couple of minutes.
Thanks so much, Matt. Well, of course, people are left dealing with incredible damage after strong winds and heavy rain spread throughout our area this afternoon. This especially near the west side of Coons Lake. That's where we find WSBT 22's Lauren Becker. Lauren, what kind of damage are you looking at tonight? Investigators now say a fire that caused the death of a Benton Township woman began in her room. Fire officials say 78-year-old Virgie Atkinson was pronounced dead at the scene on Wood Street early yesterday. Her son and grandson were sleeping upstairs and managed to escape before firefighters arrived. Fire investigators have not yet determined how this fire started. A local CrossFit gym raised about $10,000 today for the Mishawaka VA, and it was all through a workout named after a soldier who died in combat. CrossFit gyms around the world do this workout every day on Memorial Day. Michael Murphy was a Navy SEAL who used this workout to stay in shape when he was serving abroad. He called it body armor, but after he died in combat, the CrossFit community renamed it Murph in his honor.
Well, this is my third year doing Murph. Just a little contribution that we can do to honor our veterans that pay the ultimate sacrifice overseas. I suffer a little bit, they suffer a lot. It's all about them.
Rodriguez says doing CrossFit has made him better at his job. After getting hurt on the job a few years ago, he started CrossFit and says his overall fitness has dramatically improved. Nearly $1,600 was raised to help veterans in one Michigan village. A supply drive was held before Edwardsburg Memorial Day Parade today. Jerry Tavernier has coordinated Hero Hall for 18 years. A Navy veteran himself, he delivers food, clothing, and personal care to veterans staying at the Battle Creek VA Hospital. Edwardsburg Presbyterian Church held a pancake breakfast to help raise money for this drive. Organizers say it's something small that they can do to help.
A lot of them that are going to the VA for treatment and things have lost limbs or have PTSD, things that is undescribable that you don't want to have to do, but they're dear to my heart.
People can drop off donations at the church until June 10th. We don't just remember those who served today. For many, it's the unofficial start to summer. And people in New Buffalo are celebrating having lifeguards. The city considered eliminating the lifeguard program, but beachgoers and the guards themselves pushed back, and city leaders eventually gave in. Lifeguards say that's a good thing because of the shape of the beach. The wind pushes the water into waves for nearly 300 miles down the length of Lake Michigan.
So by the time it gets here, you can have a real ripping current going right towards these rocks. You could be bashed against the rocks. At that point, the current is so strong that it's not possible to swim against it.
Hoekstra says most people don't recognize the dangers of the beach or when a swimmer's struggling. She says her guards do and have saved lives in the past. Memorial Day was celebrated around South Bend with people getting out early in the day to honor veterans. Coming up, how some honored local veterans in a nursing home. And this is the first Memorial Day for one town in Maine without former President Bush and his wife. How the town honored them after their passing. And we had some absolutely wild weather tonight. Here's a live look over Mishawaka. Things have settled down for now, and Ed will have a look at our forecast later, coming up. President Trump says he's pleased with Pyongyang. During a press conference today in Tokyo, the president said he wasn't personally bothered by the regime's recent short-range missile tests. He also believes his relationship with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is strong. Veterans at a local nursing home are feeling appreciated after receiving a special gift tonight. A dozen residents at Valley View Healthcare each got a Quilt of Valor for their service. It's a quilt awarded to those who have been touched by war. A group of local women spent hours creating each blanket, and today they handed them to each veteran, one by one. An emotional moment for everyone in the room.
Thank you very much for taking care of us veterans the way that we should be taken care of.
It's the reaction of the veterans when we wrap them in those quilts, to see the smiles, to understand their appreciation and our appreciation for the sacrifices that they have made.
Volunteers with Quilts of Valor hope the veterans feel comfort when wrapped in their blankets. Today's Memorial Day parade in Kennebunkport was the first since the passing of George H.W. Bush and Barbara Bush. 2 empty chairs were displayed in Dock Square in memory of the couple for this morning's parade. The former president and first lady summered in Kennebunkport and often went to the town's Memorial Day parade. Many in town say it's not the same without them.
It was always nice to give them a wave as we came through and to have them here. They're part of this town and they're missed for sure.
Despite fears of a shortage of veterans this year to take part in the 21-gun salute, the tribute went on with the help of veterans from out of town to honor the nation's fallen. Benton Harbor School Board members are speaking out against the state's plans for the school, what they're doing to make their voices heard.
At 11.
Benton Harbor School Board members are speaking out against the state's plan to suspend operations at the high school. Board members sent a letter to Governor Gretchen Whitmer. They're asking why they weren't involved in the process. The board also wants Whitmer to be at its June 4th meeting. Board members say the state held meetings with just a few select people in the community before announcing the proposal. The state says the move would help with financial and educational issues in the district. The Benton Harbor School Board has until June 7th to decide if it will approve the proposal.
Day.
And for kids going out to the bus stop tomorrow morning who are still in school, got to get that rain gear out.
Oh, yeah, especially for the afternoon on the way back, because we'll most likely need it then.
All right, thanks so much, Ed. We've got sports coming up next. Olivia has your upsets, shutouts, and extra innings, all from your baseball sectional title games. Those highlights coming right up. If you're looking for ways to save some money this summer, AMC Theaters are doing their best to help you out. The movie theater chain is offering a summer movie deal for kids and those young at heart. Moviegoers can see PG movies on Wednesday mornings for just $4. Sounds like a good deal, right? Well, it gets better. Popcorn, a snack, and a drink are included with the $4 movie ticket. It's a steal. The promotion starts next Wednesday, June 5th, and runs until August 14th. And I know Ed wants to go see Aladdin.
I do. Yeah. And that's a steal, too. You know, for $4, you know, usually the popcorn and Coke,
adds up.
It's like a $100 bill now.
Do you get ID'd, though? Do you have to be under a certain age?
I don't think so. It said young at heart, but we'll look into that.
Okay. What day does
we're all young at heart.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the rest of the forecast as we head into the week. Unfortunately, we are tracking more rain, especially on Wednesday, but we could see more storms tomorrow blow up, especially over the southern half of the viewing area. We will keep an eye on it.
Absolutely. Ed, thank you so much for your coverage today. We really appreciate it. Join Bob, Leanne, and Carrie tomorrow morning at 5 and get news anytime with our WSBT 22 News app. Have a great night.